Hey, welcome back to the Ben McNaney channel, everybody. Come on, way! Now, you're probably wondering why I haven't sought therapy. Now, but in all seriousness, good evening, everybody. How are we all doing today? As you might have worked out from my stunning outfit and the title of this video, I've just got back from a festival in a lovely little city called Norwich. But I'm not going to badger on with any of the boring details, so let's just jump straight into the video, shall we? Also, just quickly, if you want to see the clips from my videos before they come out, then you should definitely follow my Instagram, because more often than not, the clips will appear on my story first, I'm not gonna lie. And if you want to see some hilarious tweets, such as how am I supposed to believe the whole Mind Can Craft and Anne-Marie, then you should definitely follow my Twitter, because it is the peak of comedy. Oh hey, welcome to my crib. Let's give you a little room tour. So over here, we have a nice bathroom. Absolutely luxurious, might I say. Over here is a nice tap. Cold water and hot water. Now, normally you get a little shower gel in a little box. But no, we've got nice... Oh, look at that. Now that is not Lynx. One bed for one person. Bed number 2 for 2 people. Don't get naughty ideas though. Bed number 3 for the last single boy or girl. We've got an absolutely fantastic piece of kit here as well, by the way. You can turn it up. What's that tune? Now this might be my favourite bit of the room. Absolutely astounding. We have to pay premium for this, mind, okay? Can't see shit. But I'll tell you right now, it's an absolutely beautiful view. Over there is a nice electric pylon. We've got loads of cars. And there's a Burger King right outside, because we're just in a service station. Oh, fantastic. That's the end of my room tour here in Norwich. Absolutely lovely little place. I think this is the point where I try and figure out how to get out from under this bed, because I'm partially stuck. But if the video continues with me at the festival, then you know I'm safe. So we arrived with our bags as if we were doing the Duke of Edinburgh Bronze Award. We then had to wait in a queue for 2 hours, only to find out that this queue was actually the pre-game queue for the actual queue, which was then 2 hours long again. Sick. The queue was packed shoulder to shoulder, literally as if we were like lambs to the slaughter. And in this execution train, some absolute loot goblin stole my precious pillow. So on we march into the unknown, scared and pillowless, to try and find a nice little spot for our camp. Now, I thought this was the ideal time to scout the area, to try and figure out what Sundown is. And I'm going to let you know, I found out 2 interesting things that day. 1, the toilets have gear sticks. And then 2, somebody kidnapped Greg's and replaced them with a shop called Mr. Gregory's.
Mr. Gregory's. Dog wraps, Mr. Gregory.
Like, is that even allowed? Do I need to call some sort of legal team now? Am I an accomplice if I don't say anything? Later in that night, we also found a donut shop that must have been sponsored by Fortnite legend Tyler Blevins, because they were only selling epic meals. Like, literally, look at this picture. They were selling epic hot chocolates. What more could you want? Anyway, after settling into this land of 4x4 toilets and pending lawsuits, we decided to try and check out some music. First up, we had D&B legend Brucey. Now, D&B stands for Dick and Balls. Oh, it's not even funny. Brucey consisted of drums, bass, and swearing at the crowd. The only clip I've got from the Brucey set, other than the one that you just see, was a clip where I'm clearly off my face because I'm staring at a completely black clip saying, "Oh my god, this looks so nuts."
That looks smart.
Just to demonstrate how off my nut I was, I then go on to say to my friend, "Oh my god, this clip's really nuts, have a look for yourself."
Right, Harry, look at that. That's not fun.
Act number 2 was Mr. Nathan Dorr, who you might know as the guy that did that song with KSI. In fact, here you go. Can we talk about how mad that first line is, by the way? Feeling so high like a black Yao Ming. Okay, so how do you come up with this lyricism? This brings us to the final set, and quite possibly the biggest disappointment of the whole festival. Young T and Bugsy. Now, some of you at home might be thinking, "Oh, Ben, but I love Young T and Bugsy. They're so good. They have that one song with H. Oh, strike me a pose. kind of cute, you know? Yeah? Well, I love them too, but they let me down. Just an FYI, but the audio in the next clip is the actual audio from the day. I've not done any editing to it, okay? This is the actual audio from their set. There were mic issues. The song was out of sync. They weren't rapping to their own song. It got so bad, they had to ask the DJ to restart.
Sundown! Hey, what we saying?
Whoever signed them must be sat home screw-facing, honestly. But yeah, that hodgepodge set brings Friday to an end. So remember how that goblin stole my pillow? Well, this guy had a bright idea of just using a bag as a pillow instead. Let's just say there's a reason they don't sell clothes-filled bags at DFS. So Saturday started out with us at soundboard specialist Charlie Sloth. This next clip should serve as health and safety warning for all of you lot that have just come through COVID and never been to a concert before. Because Jesus Christ, you lot don't know how to mosh pit. This clip's also made me realise that I'm such a good person that my first reaction to everybody falling over was to throw the camera in the air and get a nice scenic pan. Yeah, so helpful I am. I did, however, manage to get a nice action shot of my friend Sean, so holler me for photos. Going back over all of these clips as well just makes me laugh at myself so much because, I mean, look at this next clip of me channeling my inner Dave. I don't think I've seen anybody behave so much like a weapon in my life. Like, I practically look like an AK-47 there. After visiting the Sloth, my friend Luke, no, not the posh one, decided to go on a ride that might as well have just been the euthanasia coaster. I mean, look at this sign, okay? 40 meters high, 70 miles per hour. Are you out of your fucking mind? But yeah, somehow he made it off safe, okay? This is the clip I got of the ride, and now it looks a little bit slow, but I'm telling you, in person, that thing was going rapid. Yeah, that ride can fuck right off. Upside down, 40 meters in the air, 70 miles per hour, locked off. You're never gonna see me anywhere near that. But the next big set was Example, who I do, once again, have a few choice words for. Never in my life did I think I'd hear the phrase, Norfolk, are you ready to go fucking mental? But yeah, Example's set was about an hour and 15 minutes long, but it might as well have been 20 minutes, honestly, because that's how long he played his actual songs for. He spent pretty much the whole set just doing Rotoshaw remixes of Bangarang, until he finally gave us that good stuff. Love can't start again. Starts again. Saturday then ended in a very climactic way with the amazing Becky Hill and about 15 broken legs. It's hard to see in this clip, but as I'm panning over to the left, that group of people are all evacuating the crowd because they've just seen people break their legs, sprain their ankles, and cause basically self-GBH, okay? And this was all due to another mosh pit mishap, okay? Fuck off, COVID. But yeah, Becky Hill was amazing as always. And Becky Hill, if you're watching this, please marry me. We woke up Sunday with sleep in our eyes and one thing on our minds: chicken nuggets. Some of you may be aware, but there's currently a van going around that sole duty is to give out free chicken nuggets at festivals. As dodgy as that does sound, I assure you it's all legit. All you have to do was dance with these giant chicken nuggets whilst they spin a camera around you. Again, I promise you, this is not something dodgy. The dead part is when they actually spun the slow-mo camera round, we had already stopped moving because they didn't tell us when the camera was going to go round. They were just like, move, 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 move. And then it did it. So it's like, what the fuck? But as you can tell, it was worth every fucking second. Show us your nugs.
This one or that one?
Sean, where's your nuggets at?
Yeah?
Where's your nuggets?
In the box, mate.
Have a nugget. Well, give us a taste test.
I've never seen them before.
Out of 10.
Yeah, he does the chicken.
Then we went off to go and listen to J1, a man so cool you have to say his name twice. I won't lie, nothing crazy really happened during this set. The vibes were good, the crowd had energy, songs were great. Wait, actually, sorry, I've just remembered that during this set, the DJ was on some other level. Near the end of his set, so like before he was meant to finish, J1 decided to just leave and end his set early and let his DJ take over. So like, I don't know if they cut some deal, but the DJ got like 20 minutes of time to himself to just do whatever he wanted.
I'm joking. I'm a well-known kid, don't boast it. Be a bitch in the back and forward and quick link up and back, I'm boasting, go like
Clearly the DJ was getting too big for his boots, as even during the set beforehand, he was jumping out on stage, rapping. It was like I was seeing two J1s on one stage. J1. The final act of the whole festival was rudimental. I was kind of hoping that they would bring out their BMXs onto stage, but sadly that didn't happen. No stunts were performed today. You could also tell that this was where all the money from the festival was spent, because they went above and beyond for this set. Music was pumping, fireworks were firing. This set's also where I devised the incredibly funny tweet, Anne-Marie.
That's what we have, and I want it all back. Can you give me one more chance? I'm different, I promise.
We've reached the end of the music portion of the festival, but the story doesn't end there. Sunday ended in quite possibly one of the weirdest experiences I've ever weirdly experienced in my weirdly experienced life. A self-proclaimed Ket train was marching around the campsite 500 people strong. I don't know if I'm just like old now or something, but these people were living their best lives and I was so confused and baffled. Like, I don't understand what was going through their minds. Absolute sea of people.
So I told you, they're now identified as the Ket train.
Things, however, did start to get a bit dodgy, because when they made the second pass around our campsite, we saw that they'd actually stolen people's tents. Security didn't take too kindly to this, because shortly after there was a massive standoff, which somehow security ended up losing. A group of drunken teens had managed to somehow hold off the security of the whole festival. It was like I was watching a reenactment of the 300 Spartans. What the fuck? The people have pushed the van back. It's like the London fucking riots. When I did wake up the next day, my friend told me that apparently the next couple of passes through, they'd gotten a bit quieter, but then eventually he'd found out they were burning tents in the other corners of the field. An actual police van had to come during the night to sort them out. So I'm just glad that I woke up and my tent's still above me. But yeah, that was the end of the ever so eventful Sundown. Thank you, Sundown, for having me, and thank you everybody at home for watching this video. If you can like and subscribe, I'll be forever in debt to you. I'm also going to leave all of my socials down below in the description if anybody wants to see like the behind the scenes clips and everything, but honestly, I would follow them anyway because I'm hilarious. Come on guys, we all know this. But yeah, I guess that's it, so see ya.